Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me,
he rifles one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
88. Hey, Alpha.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the... He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. 77 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Switch.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
You ain't got nothing. 59 mark.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
That's another Packers first down.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
With the score, Panthers 10, Packers 7. 19, 59. Get that corner to the 50. Check 43. Jump out.
Rodgers now on first down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. It's complete to Graham. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Come on, baby. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the pass to Grant, and he's got it. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rodgers now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
That's good for the Packers.
Rodgers to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. It's caught. Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll run it with Jones. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 1st down, Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On the return is Irvin. Skirts by him at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Mike, check. 59. Hey, they're scared. Mike's 59.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Being chased out left. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on second down. Newton, right's got it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turn their ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And
rush coming, and he's taken down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
59. 26. Check, 59. Too low, Mike, check, 59.
On first down, Rodgers. That's going to be caught. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Panthers take
Let's go.
over
Let's do it.
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
This is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Switch. Check.
Here's McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Get in the weight room.
Newton. He's got it complete. Mike Davis. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be a
touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great... And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Check 15. Check. Gun.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A gain of 7 yards.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Eluding the tackle. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Right to the 3. You're not ready.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career. And he's going to need another one right now. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Now Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play. Here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Great.
3rd and long, it's Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
A 60-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. It's caught here by Adams. We'll give him a gain of 38. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Flush to his, and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Just heavy on the edges.
And the blitz does come. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Panthers, the win gets them back over